Number one, you're here to lead with provocative truth, not to please people, right? You try to be palatable or wait for permission. You soften your message to be accepted. So if I would be alignment of this, you're designed to initiate disruption. You activate people by telling the truth before they are ready. Your body knows what's true in the moment. Speak from there. Ooh, so powerful. So freaking powerful. And can we instantly see, wow, like I love to, like, my brain is like, wow, like I instantly see the business in that and what your task is. And also, I clearly can see what your soul is scared of instantly, instantly. So, going here, you're here to lead with provocative truth, not to please people. In everything you do, buying the toilet paper, at a restaurant, in relationships, when you talk to people, when you see the plants, when you see the animals, whatever it is, do you truly dare to say what you see and what you feel? And not from a place of, oh my gosh, your house is so ugly. This is not the truth. Because the truth is, you don't see that it's ugly, you see the potential in the house, right? Like, wow, like, love your house. Do you actually see how much potential it has? Like, I instantly see if this, and this would be done. You're going to a grocery store, right? And instantly you see, wow, if they would move this. Do you dare to share? Or is it like, who, like, first of all, who cares about me? Who am I to share that? Like, is the head getting loud, right? Because we're talking about turning this into business, into giving, right? Sharing with others. We give our gifts. We give our gifts. But I only can give my gifts to others if I see them, if I see my genius, and if I own it. Even owning, like, I can see this may be provocative to you. I just want to share, this is not my intention. I just see the potential. And I wanted to share with you because I believe in you. And it lands so differently. It just lands so, so differently. But and can you see, for everybody in this room, first I have to receive my gift. And also the shadow part. I can see this is uncomfortable for other people. I can see this is uncomfortable for me, because most likely people have told you, especially when you're younger, you're too much. Why do you often have to share? I don't want to hear your opinion. It's annoying. Just from this, I already know how your childhood was. I already know the house you grew up in. Why? Because the gift we have, right? The inner growth, you choose to contemplate this from a super powerful perspective. Like I shared yesterday, why is this in my movie, right? If you contemplate your childhood, Bettina is already yawning, super important, guys. If you contemplate your childhood, most likely you had parents that were intimidated. They didn't like it when you were speaking. They didn't like it what you sensed, what you saw. Isn't this the most genius thing your soul could do for inner growth? It sends you all those situations, parents, family, childhood, friends, over and over, getting the same lesson. Tatiana, don't share, don't speak up. It's annoying. I don't want to hear it. It's provocative. It's hurting. It's painful. Till you know this, and now you can say, but that's the reason I'm here. That's what my soul is meant to learn in this lifetime, and I live it. And once you do this, you don't even understand how fast things are moving all of a sudden. But when we don't know what our soul correction is, right, the inner growth part of the purpose, we don't understand our life. Maybe we've been asking, why is it always in my life? I hate my parents. Instead of, wow, thank you so much for all the freaking opportunities, for the growth opportunities. Like, how genius of my soul that I've picked those people. Can you see how you instantly earn it? How you instantly earn, like, your family, your childhood, all the experiences, and now you go out with it. It's a complete different energy. It's complete different. So, moving to the next. Jennifer, if you want to receive personal support, you got to drop your information from yesterday in the chat. Ooh, I love it, Tatiana. We're gonna do number 3 of yours. Pressure, especially emotional tension. It's not a problem, it's your path. When you hold it with presence, you create breakthroughs that no one else can. Can you resonate with that? Was it helpful when you saw that? I love it. Because now, if you see, this is number 3 of your internal, like your soul correction, what your soul wants to learn, right? Internally, just you. It's not about others. It's just you in this lifetime. Now we combine this with number 1. If you don't own it, you're just not going to speak up. You're not going to speak up on social media. You're not going to speak up with your clients about what you see. Like, you're just going to be the good girl. And in your mind, the whole time is, but I see your potential, but I know what's happening. I know the emotional triggers. I see your path. In the back of your head, you're the greatest coach your clients could ask for, the greatest of all, because how deep you can look, what you instantly see, like you don't have to do anything with it. But here's the shadow. You haven't received those gifts of your internal journey. So when I haven't received, can you see? I cannot share. Can you see what we're doing today? When I haven't received that part, I cannot share. And ChatGPT cannot help you with that. That's why today is a session without Jeanine GPT. I love her to the moon and back. I was telling this earlier, my husband, for like analysis, the logical things, right? Coming up with this in such a short time. I mean, the most freaking genius thing in the world. Also AI technology. I never use her for like copywriting because she's a machine, 100% logical. You cannot use her for copywriting where it's about the heart, the love, the connection. You cannot tell a machine, be love. And you cannot tell the heart, think logical. That's why we have the polarity. But if we contemplate, she's perfect for analysis, for giving us personal support, to doing all this work she's done. It's so life-changing. But now it goes back to you. Taking the time to truly receive this, receive the shadow, and seeing, wow, how, like if I have a business now, if I'm owning, like if I've done the work, I've done the work for my soul correction, for my internal growth, can you see how potent and powerful you become as a coach? Like how much you have to share naturally. I would like to underline this with a yellow highlighted 10 times. How much you have to share naturally to give because you see it consciously and you know these are my gifts. I think I shared this in a post or newsletter or blog post. I know, I shared it this week. One of the greatest things Bob Proctor told me in the beginning when he was my mentor, he always said, if you desire to receive a new financial goal you've never accomplished before, you have to become a woman you were never before, or a person, right? Said generic. And I thought, oh, he meant to get all the shiny things. I got all the Chanel bags, Dior, much later, probably just a year ago, I realized he meant go deeper on myself. Go deeper on myself. Who am I truly? Who am I truly also in a business context? In my case, as a coach, as a business owner. And what am I not? Where am I faking it? Where am I copying? Where am I thinking, I see other people making a lot of money with this, so let me do it too. And then hopefully it works, but it doesn't. Instead of going deep, because sometimes it's uncomfortable. This work can be uncomfortable if we take it serious. Not just like, oh, let me read it, but like truly contemplate it. Seeing how my life, all the life situations till now, you're here to face tension, not to avoid it and transmute it into wisdom. How much tension was there in your childhood? Yeah, but we see us as the victim of it instead of how genius. Like, I thought about it. I had massive fear of abandonment. Like, one of my things is fear of abandonment. I've had so many people that abandoned me in my lifetime, and I always thought I'm the victim of it. Nobody likes me, nobody loves me, instead of, wow, I'm 37 now. Wow, if I would have had this wisdom when I was 14, I would have owned this and known this. This is my soul correction to overcome my fear of abandonment. I don't even know who the F I would have been, like how my life would have transformed. Contemplate this also as a mother. If you know this about your child and you can teach that your child, imagine I would have had a mother. I had a great mother, but a mother that would have known like my soul correction is overcoming my fear of abandonment. She would have said, okay, you can see, first of all, I love it that people have abandoned you. Family members, your dad, like so many people. I can see the pain. And I'm here, let's talk about it. Because there's soul correction, you're here to overcome it, to grow through it. I'm not sure if I would have liked the conversation, but at least having the space and like explaining this to me, I think would have been kind of cool. So also afterwards, I want you to do this for your children. Go back, just click again on her, do this for your children. It's life-changing. Because now also what happens as a mother or with anybody you love, we can see that people move through shit, but we can be here and truly support them. Support in, I'm so happy this situation is here for you, and I'm holding space for you to navigate through it. through all the pain, to feel it, to like learn the lesson. The other day, I sent a prayer. I just want to showcase it, like how I use this. Obviously, I love my father. My dad is a Pisces, a very sensitive person, but he hopes not to. He wishes not to. Old generation, men don't show feelings and emotions. If you cry, you're weak, like kind of school, right? And my dad deep down loves human beings and interactions, but he pretends like not. So all this love he has for humanity, he projects on his two cats. One of his cats, he loves them, he treats them insanely well, like they're like goddess catters. Like if you would see what they've built for the cats, it's out of your mind. The cats live better than they do. Just, it's out of this world. I think nobody has ever seen anything like it. So what happened the other day on the darkest day of the year? Again, I know, like Kabbalistically speaking, what's the energy? What are we here to learn, to transform, right? All of it. On the darkest day of the year, I know if you're not conscious enough, your biggest fears are coming up. My dad's biggest fear is that he loses one of his cats. Like, really. But it's not that he loses a cat. It's not so much about the cat, it's about the connection and the projection, right? Like all this love on one thing. It's a lot of love. So what happened? His cat just didn't come home. One of the cats didn't come home. My dad didn't even talk to me. He couldn't call me. He's crying. Last time a cat died, he even got sick leave from work because he couldn't handle it emotionally. It's like a person's dying. And right, if I wouldn't know what his soul correction is, what he's here, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for you. Is there anything I can do to, right? But I know in this case, he has to learn to disconnect and project all the love from the cats actually to the world. So I'm just there, and my prayer was just, I pray to the Creator that my dad sees his lesson, learns his lesson, has the power to navigate through it. And if in any way I can support, I'm here. But my prayer was for him to see his lesson, to learn his lesson, and that I can support in the best possible way. I've never shared this with my dad. Why? Because when we spoke, I clearly could see he didn't have the vessel to receive the support. Again, when we share, right, living in our purpose daily and receiving money from it, something we will do tomorrow. But it's one thing I want you to contemplate, to start seeing. The person you are sharing with, are they having the vessel to receive? I could have shared all this with my dad, but I felt he wasn't open for it. He didn't want to face the pain, the situation, everything's coming up. We have free choice. I have to respect. This is his glass. So far. This is his glass. This is a bottle. Just because I have more water and I could share it with him, if he doesn't have the glass to receive it, I'm not giving, I'm creating chaos. When you pour into a vessel that cannot receive, when you give, but the other person cannot receive, you create chaos. In cash terms, zero money. Maybe you've heard the expression in business, your business is not about you, but your customers. And I always thought, what does it mean? But I'm the one who's teaching. If my business is also not in a way about me, how's this going to work? Can you see what I mean with that? It's so life-changing, because what will happen is we can talk about soul, what to see, what to read, like we can talk about all day. But already yesterday, I felt the vessels full. When I see the vessels full and I keep giving, oversharing, I create chaos. And inside Unique, we have a module about social media. Which platform should you be on? How long should your content be? What parts should you use? Because if you're somebody like Tatjana that has a lot of like truth bomb power, like a lot of triggering power, naturally, this is your task. You should do it. But can you see, if you do this in a YouTube video with 40 minutes, 20 minutes, even 15 minutes, you're creating chaos. You're not giving anymore. You're not providing value. You're creating chaos. But it's important to understand. It's important to see it from that. It's important. And can you see, like, somebody else, we're going to go to the others in a second, can be completely different. Can you see how I cannot provide this business advice to the world? I just can't. And this is the importance of this work of, you have to understand yourself first. You have to know yourself first. And now you know this. Short truth bombs. So now in a business context, who would I go to if I would want to learn? Like, I don't know, something like Threads, Twitter, Instagram, something that's moving short, fast, would make sense from a platform perspective. Like, which aspect, right? There's more to it. But these are the contemplations. No, I know. And now I go to the person that teaches me, I don't know, let's decide you go on Twitter, right? You don't even know how many coaches I know, highly successful, especially Silicon Valley, that are only on Twitter. People of the Instagram world never have heard about. Just short tweets, just sharing, like contemplate. It will land so differently. All of a sudden, you're like in your natural, oh, I gotta give this, because your brain already is thinking in truth bombs. Your brain is already thinking in truth bombs. But why force yourself into writing long posts, long captions, newsletters, blog posts, anything of writing, like long form? It's just not for you. But if I know it, I can own it. And I also understand, wow, if I actually still do it, I'm creating chaos in other people's life. Why I'm not building an audience? Because I'm creating chaos in the life of my audience. It's always for me, if I translate this, I could share all this work for free. But if I share it for free, it's creating more chaos in other people's life. Person has to have the vessel of, yes, I desire to receive this. Yes, I desire to know this. If the person doesn't say, I desire to receive this, I desire to know this, but I pour in, I create chaos. And I'm guilty of that. So let's go to who's next here. Is this helpful for you? Even hearing this from others? Bettina. Cultivate deep inner wisdom. Misalignment. You might chase every new business hack or strategy because you doubt your own knowing. That feels like overwhelmed frustration, and you say, that's not you. Sorry, everybody. Bettina and I have been knowing us for years, and so this just true. Alignment. Pause and listen for the or ooh in your belly before you act. Trust the depth you already have. You feel a calm confidence rising in your chest. Bettina, I feel this is literally the conversation we've been having in our Tuesday mastermind conversations. Last week's, you're asking me for something. Hey, how should I do X, Y, Z? Something very strategic in business. I'm like, how are you shopping? How are you purchasing? Like, what are you paying attention to? For you, with this, so important. Always in business, go inwards first. How do I, for instance, with clients, right? How do I like to receive offers? Is it in written with pictures, video, animation, whatever that is? How do I like it? How do I like to shop? Do I like it when somebody sells to me? Do I like to have a personal salesperson? What is that? It's for you an internal spiritual growth, right? You always go home first. In a relationship, how do I love to be loved? How do I desire to be touched? How do I desire to travel? How do I desire to be greeted at a hotel? And from that place, you will receive inner peace. And I feel it's something you've been looking for a long time. Inner peace. This like, just want peace. If we bring this to money and clients, right? It's okay if we go one deeper. If we do this with money and clients, money, like ask yourself, how would I love money? Like, what do I want money to think about me? How do I want money? Like, what does money should be saying about me? Clients, when they see an offer, what do I desire? What is it that people should say, feel? And from that place, you create. I almost want, in a loving way, it's a very free choice here. It's a joke, but I almost want to tell you, you are not allowed in this lifetime to invest in any business strategy coachings. Not allowed to learn anything strategic. Nothing is not for you. Unless it's coming from a place about deep contemplation with myself, not just for a minute, couple days, a minimum of 48 hours, multiple times to be very precise. And I'm like, ooh, this is truly what I want. This is how I desire it. Who can help me to execute exactly that? And can you see how the relationship changes instantly? This is what I desire. Who can help me to execute that? You stop asking other people for advice, which is not yours, but you first. How do I desire this? Who can help me to implement exactly that? I only see number 1 and 3 of you, Bettina. You don't have number 2, or you just wanted to share number 1 and 3? Speak truth to spark growth. You may shy away from tough conversations or hide your real thoughts to keep the peace. It's the only next logical consequence also of the third growth potential, because you keep going outside. Most likely in a childhood, it was like you saw something, you knew something, you said it, and adults said, but you're the child. You always heard this pattern in your life, but you're not the expert, but you're not the adult, but you're not the smartest, but you're not the richest, but you are not. Am I right? In a little bit, you kind of know. Interesting, right? And again, combining this, like what we shared with Tatiana, if I'm not aware, this is what I'm here to overcome, to own it, to say, I do not need to know the expert. This is my spiritual gift. I'm here. I see it. I feel it. This is my gift to share. You will always have self-doubt of believing not enough. Not the social media expert enough, not the best coach, not blah, 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 blah. Not the richest, not the smartest, not the most beautiful, not the freest. All the forms of not enoughness. Am I looking back in our, I think like 2.5 years, almost 3 years, intense relationship, right? This is a pattern. We move, you doubt, but we move, you doubt. It's exactly this. It is exactly this of now, wow. I'm just gonna sit with this, what I received here yesterday. I am not supposed to be the smartest, the richest, whatever. I am just here to speak my truth. And if I see something, if I feel something also in my client, I'm just going to do this. And for me, as your coach, knowing you so long in a very intense relationship, very close proximity relationship, this is the cherry on top of the ice cream. Because naturally, you already do that, but it's coming like boom in this, like, let me destroy. Like, I have feedback, let me destroy. Instead of, wow, this is my gift, let me own this. What we talked about, Tatiana, hey, just one sentence. I love you. I want you to be even greater than you are. And I want to share this with you. It's just 2 little sentences. Instead of like, boom, I want to destroy, greater sending the balloons. I love you. I want you to grow even more in this context, right? And I want to share this with you. It's going to change everything on your social media context, in the relationship with your clients, in the relationship with money, how you live, in the relationship with your parents. I love you. I see the potential in you. And I want to share this with you coming from a place of maximum growth for you. Are you ready? Is this okay if I share this with you? And the moment people say yes, and you share what you saw anyways, they will receive this. You heard what I said? They will receive this as a greatest gift and miracle.